Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Lindsay stood up for herself because she felt like Chris Harrison wasn't listening to her. This interview became the beginning of a firestorm of controversy surrounding the Bachelor franchise and its host. Now, amid everything going on, she has deleted her Instagram account. Several in Bachelor Nation have reached out and publicly shared their support. Viall and the entire male cast of Claire Crawley and Tayshia Adams' season are just a few. Bryan Abasolo, her husband, posted on his Instagram on her behalf. After Rachel left, he said, "Just wanted to acknowledge and thank everyone who has reached out to me to express love and support for Rachel." One of the last things Lindsay posted herself was a picture of her enjoying a bath with wine and a candle. She captioned it, "Hit a breaking point today. Very thankful for my family, friends, and coworkers." Lindsay had to step away. Lindsay leaving Instagram has brought more of Bachelor Nation out to show their support. Viall said it had come to his attention his friend deleted it because she had received hateful messages. He said it is sad he has to say it because people should know, but Chris did it to himself. Said it wasn't related to anything Rachel did. He said, "If you want to support Chris, you should be able to do that without showing hate to anyone else." Rachel seemed to point the blame at the media, an additional post to her Instagram, because she said they used headlines that grab attention whether they are true or not. She said they manipulate the truth for clickbait, likes, and comments to increase their social media engagement. Lindsay went on to say they are creating a place for racists to run free. This is at the cost of people of color, and they don't care. Will she come back to social media? Lindsay taking a much-needed break from social media is something lots of reality and TV stars have done before. It's unclear if she will return to Instagram after the hate dies down. One fan on Twitter said, "So y'all bullied Lindsay off the internet because of the actions of Chris Harrison? Yeah, some of y'all Bachelor Nation fans are whack." According to Us Weekly, Rachel's co-host for her podcast, Van also reacted to her deleted Instagram. He said, "Chris Harrison, are you okay with Rachel getting to the point she can't even exist on IG?" He wanted to know if Bachelor Nation would stand up and said people needed to relax. Kufrin responded to people asking why she wasn't standing up for her. She said they are friends and people don't see their daily interactions. She posted, "Just know I have her back and support her through whatever time or break she needs right now." What do you think of all the Bachelor controversy? Comment with your thoughts. Defended by Viall and Bryan Abasolo amid Bachelor controversy. She was the first to speak up, and they punished her for it. In a franchise that thrives on fantasy dates, tearful goodbyes, and dramatic rose ceremonies, one thing that never seems to fade is the behind-the-scenes tension. And now, former Bachelorette Lindsay is back in the spotlight. But this time, she's not alone. Viall and Bryan Abasolo have stepped up publicly to defend Rachel amid a brewing controversy that's shaking Bachelor Nation to its core. And fans? They're shook. But what exactly did Rachel say, and why are these high-profile alumni so eager to stand by her side now? Buckle up, because this is the full story, unfiltered, untamed, and dripping with Bachelor-level drama. Chapter 1. The statement that sparked it all. Lindsay, the first Black Bachelorette in franchise history, has always been outspoken. But when she criticized Bachelor producers for what she called manipulative diversity optics, things escalated fast. It started on a podcast appearance 2 weeks ago, where Rachel didn't hold back. "They used me as a symbol of progress, but never gave me the support I needed to succeed," she said. "They wanted the credit without doing the work." Within hours, Bachelor Nation was in turmoil. Some fans praised her bravery. Others called her ungrateful. But the harshest blow came from inside the franchise. Sources close to ABC claim that producers are furious and quietly reevaluating Rachel's involvement in any future projects. And just like that, the woman who helped transform the series was suddenly persona non grata. Chapter 2. Nick Viall breaks his silence. Nick Viall, always one to stir the pot and speak his truth, took to his podcast, The Viall Files, to defend Rachel, and he did not mince words. Rachel's one of the smartest and most honest people to ever come out of this show, Nick said in a fiery monologue. She's not being divisive, she's being real. And if you think the franchise didn't use her, you're either naive or willfully blind. Nick then doubled down, accusing producers of retaliating against Rachel for challenging the status quo. She helped save this franchise from total cultural irrelevance, he said. And now they're mad because she's not playing nice? Please, grow up. Fans flooded the comments. The message was clear. Nick had said what many were thinking, but were too afraid to say. Chapter 3. Bryan Abasolo, support from someone who knows her best. But the most unexpected voice of support came from someone who had, until now, remained mostly silent about Rachel's career post-Bachelorette. Her estranged husband, Bryan Abasolo. Yes, that Bryan. The one she gave her final rose to. The one she married in 2019. The one she quietly separated from last year. Bryan posted a heartfelt Instagram story the morning after Rachel's comments went viral. It read, "No one understands what Rachel went through better than me. I saw her carry the weight of being the first, the criticism, the pressure, the constant need to be perfect. She never wavered in her integrity. She stood up for what was right even when it cost her. That's strength, that's Rachel, and I'll always stand by that." Bachelor Nation was floored. Was this a reconciliation, a friendship reignited, or just mutual respect in a time of chaos? Either way, Bryan's post earned nearly 100,000 shares. Fans called it classy, powerful, and a true full-circle moment. Chapter 4. The backlash gets worse. Despite the wave of support, Rachel found herself being quietly scrubbed from certain official Bachelor Nation platforms. A photo collage celebrating iconic bachelorettes mysteriously excluded her. An interview she recorded for a Where Are They Now? Special was shelved indefinitely. An insider at Warner Bros. Revealed that higher-ups are nervous about Rachel's growing influence outside the franchise and the possibility that she might write a tell-all. She's got stories, let's just say that, the insider hinted. If Rachel ever published everything she knows, the franchise would have to shut down for a season just to recover. Meanwhile, anonymous accounts began spreading rumors that Rachel had alienated former contestants and demanded favoritism. That's when more Bachelor alums stepped in, including some fans didn't expect. Chapter 5. The Women Who Won't Stay Silent. Tayshia Adams, Michelle Young, and even Becca Kufrin took to social media to post cryptic, emoji-laden messages in solidarity. Michelle posted a black and white photo of herself with Rachel captioned. Becca reposted a throwback video of the two women laughing on stage together with the words, "Say it louder." But the biggest mic drop came from Tayshia. She tweeted, "Some of y'all owe Rachel a massive apology. The same voices that built you are the ones you're trying to silence." Fans went wild, and the hashtag Rachel was right trended within hours. Chapter 6. What producers are saying, or not saying. Officially, ABC has remained tight-lipped. But one producer reportedly told an unnamed source at Us Weekly, "We feel disappointed by her comments. We gave her a platform. We expected loyalty." That quote alone reignited outrage. Expected loyalty quickly became a meme and a battle cry. Nick Viall came back swinging on TikTok, mocking the idea that alumni owe the franchise anything. "It's not a mafia. It's a dating show," he quipped. Meanwhile, Fans began circulating petitions demanding that ABC release a public apology to Rachel and reinstate her in upcoming specials. Chapter 7. Bryan Abasolo, Part I. Just when fans thought Bryan's single Instagram post was the end of his support, he appeared on the Off the Vine podcast with Kaitlyn Bristowe to go even deeper. There's a narrative they're trying to paint, like Rachel's difficult. That's what they say about every woman who won't stay silent, Bryan said. I watched her navigate that show with so much grace, and they never gave her credit. He even touched on their separation, something neither had spoken about publicly until now. Rachel and I are in different places, but my respect for her hasn't changed. We built something together, and I'm proud of her, always, Bryan said. Kaitlyn teared up. Listeners teared up. Even Bachelor Clues tweeted. Bryan said what needed to be said. Chapter 8. Rachel responds, finally. After a week of silence, Lindsay finally posted a message of her own. In a video to her 1.2 million Instagram followers, she addressed the situation head-on. I didn't speak out to attack the franchise. I spoke out because I've seen what it does to people who don't fit the mold, she said. When I became the first Black lead, I knew it came with pressure. But I never expected the pushback I've gotten just for telling the truth. She ended with a powerful line. If asking for better makes me a problem, then I'll keep being a problem. Mick dropped. Chapter 9. Where things stand now. As of this writing, Rachel's future with the Bachelor franchise remains uncertain, but the support around her continues to grow. Viall is reportedly planning a full-length podcast series about race and representation in the franchise. Bryan Abasolo has said he's open to collaborating with Rachel on a book or documentary. And several Bachelor alums are in talks to create an independent platform to highlight diverse love stories outside of ABC's control. In other words, this might just be the beginning of a major shift in reality TV. Chapter 10. The fans have spoken. Bachelor Nation has a complicated relationship with change, but when it comes to Lindsay, the tide appears to be turning. Fan accounts are organizing letter-writing campaigns. Podcasts are dedicating episodes to breaking down her original statement. And Bachelor producers? They're reportedly scrambling to repair the relationship before a full-scale alumni revolt begins. Whether or not Rachel returns to the franchise, one thing is clear, her voice matters. And thanks to unlikely allies like Viall and Bryan Abasolo, that voice is echoing louder than ever. Stay tuned for Part 2. Will Lindsay launch her own show? The industry is watching.